everybody, welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host for today, Lady D. I hope you've all had an amazing week. It has been an interesting week. We had that eclipse that was happening there yesterday. I didn't get to see it. It was actually shadowing Australia, and yesterday would have been perfect, but yesterday was very cloudy where I am in Sydney. But over where you could see it the maximum amount in Perth, it was really you could see it there. So they were very lucky there in Perth where they could see it on the other side of Australia. So not where I am. So this week we had some interesting transits that the past week too. We did have that square with Venus and Saturn beginning of last week. And I remember being at work and just thinking, seemed to be pretty good at the moment. Had no issues with like sort of finances or relationships where that was covering those transits there. And then I went out to check my car and I got a flat tire. So then I was like, oh, damn it. So now I've got to get my tire fixed. So we've had some interesting things coming up. So with this eclipse energy that we just had, it was amazing energy, as I spoke about that last week. And then right after that now, today, we do have a Mercury retrograde. So it is retrograding in Taurus. It's not conjuncting Uranus, but it is very close to Uranus. So it won't conjunct that planet until it comes out of retrograde and starts moving forward again. So may not even be until next month or even coming into June, depending how far it goes, retrogrades back, and then it has to then move forward again. So, but it's getting close to Uranus. So you could get some unexpected communication coming up from somewhere, from someone that you most least expected to hear from could come up with that. And we've also got with the Mercury retrograde, I always find people come back from the past, whether it be to do with like a loved one or a friend, someone that you know. Usually I find for myself, it usually comes back. So just be aware of this next 3 weeks that you might find some from the past may come back in. Sometimes, usually I find that it's a good thing to have that for people you get to catch up with, or unexpected to see someone or come in the picture. It can be a good transit. Mostly for myself, that has been a positive transit for me. And also with Mercury, that's in retrograde with Taurus, we are dealing with financial, because Taurus does rule Venus, and Taurus does rule, like it's a money, because when you use my father's a Taurus, so he's very focused on money. And if I talk to him, he's always like asking me how much I've earned or money, and even with him about certain investments or what he's doing with money. Even my brother focused on money. So it will affect money. It will affect about self-worth, and yes, because it does also rule the second house, which is your earnings again. So money, job security, and also your self-worth, your self-values too. It can also be about because Tauruses, they like to feel comfortable. Tauruses, they don't like to be uncomfortable. They like to be comfortable. They like their good food. They like their good music. They just like to be comfy. So with Mercury going into retrograde, this can mean that things may not go into the way that we'd like it to go. So this can make us feel uncomfortable, especially with Taurus already being in this star sign too. As we know that Taurus are a fixed sign too, so they don't like change. So any sort of changes can come up. Tauruses may not like that as much as well. We've also got the Sun, and we've got the Node here in Taurus too. So it's a big Taurus energy that's coming up around this time. What have I also got here? We've got here, it could be worried about life, not knowing what to expect. These things may come up because Mercury also deals with how we think. It also deals with how we communicate. So this is what's coming up. I got with these transits here. I got uneasy feeling about self, like feeling like maybe unstable, or even could be that you're feeling your uncertainty as well. I've got here, push through the feelings of self-doubt. Because I said, these are going to bring up feelings or thoughts of self-doubt coming up in here, because because the planet's going backwards, so it's not working to its full capacity. So there could be some things with financial things, money could definitely coming up here. I got here like trains, not like trains, or transport going wrong. So trains and transport may go a bit haywire during this retrograde that I was getting to. So it could be things could affect travel as well. And I feel like people who are coming back from the past, time to finish what you started. We always say that in a Mercury retrograde, we don't start anything new. We want to start. It's okay if you've already started something to continue on doing it. As long as you've started it, it's fine. But starting anything new in a retrograde can be a bit chaotic. Before I was into finding astrology as much as I do now, I actually signed a contract to start a new job in the Mercury retrograde, and I was there for that place at 8 years, but it wasn't an easy. It wasn't easy. That workplace had a lot of problems, and it was at times it was very hard to work there. So knowing what I know now, I probably would have tried to avoid signing a contract in the retrograde. There was some good times there, but there were a lot of stressful times at that workplace. So we always say, yeah, also with contracts, we try not to sign contracts in a Mercury retrograde either. Or if you do need to sign it, we say just look through everything, make sure you understand everything too. It could be a chance of like losing patience this week coming up too. And I also know myself, I actually started a podcast this week. I really wanted to start it before the retrograde to start something new. And I had a friend who was going to do it with me, but then just with problems with her, she couldn't do it at that time. And I didn't want to wait till after the retrograde. So I was pushing and pushing, and I got it done. So I got another friend to help me who knows astrology to start my podcast. So I launched that the other night. So if you are looking at podcasts, and we spoke about the eclipse in detail as well as the retrograde more in detail and other planets and other aspects too. So that's it's astrology and psychic chat with Lady D. And if you just search for me, look me up on astrology podcast, I'll come up there, which is very exciting for me to do the podcast there. It's about an hour podcast that we did. So also coming up this week, could be like you're feeling off course, like you're feeling like you're going in a different perspective, seeing the world through different eyes. So the world that we live in, you might be seeing it through a very different way of seeing things. So I've got relationships about to shock the world. So I feel like it could be seeing relationships that come out that sort of people are shocked by. This even could be to do with like different partnerships coming up here that you might see. To me, shocked. So I've got here maintain good relationships during this time. I've got here like fake news like Chinese whispers, it will spread. So as I say, we are in Mercury retrograde. This about communication. I feel like a lot of fake news may be coming up, and like Chinese whispers, it's going to spread. This year is more about the Saturn that's in Pisces, and I've got like people might start to question their faith or like to do like religion. People might be questioning these aspects in their life. Could be coming up for people. I've got things not going to plan. Try and go with the flow. It's very good to try and just go with the flow with these transits. People will find themselves in sticky situations with this retrograde. Got here, there'll be a lot of questions about financial stuff, financial issues that are going on, as well as government plans. I feel like people are going to start to push back and start questioning these things. Like patients will be tested, people not listening to one another, so there's going to be miscommunication coming up here with the retrograde too. People wanting to be lazy, so we want to be comfortable. So people might have an urge to just not do much or to be more laid back. And that's fine. We all like to do that. But sometimes we got to push through to get things done. There could be a sense of feeling like a bit hopeless or question of self-worth maybe coming up because there's uneasy feelings coming up here in Taurus. So, but by the end of May, we do have Jupiter coming to Taurus. So Tauruses will be having some good energy coming up after this retrograde. Everyone wanting to get to the finish line. I just keep on seeing a finish line, and everyone's trying to push their way in to get to that finish line as well. Okay, I've got here the property market might slow down. We might see that through this retrograde. And then looking at old projects that you've started but haven't finished it, this is a great time to pull them out and to finish them and to work on them some more. And I feel like there's a lot of a lot of reflection taking place too for people. Okay, so let's look. Let's say I go to the callers now. So we've got here who's Alma, who's in Washington, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So hi, Alma. How
Yeah.
are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm good. Um, how how can I help you today?
Oh. Hmm. Is there any
You're right.
spirits trying to come to me?
Sorry,
Is there any spirits trying to come through to me?
I do have one here with me. Um, the the person who I have male here that's with me, but I see him as grumpy. As so when I sometimes spirit comes to me as in a cartoon character or some sort of like character of celebrities, and with this male, he told me that he was grumpy, and it's all I can see is the grumpy dwarf from Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, the Disney one. All I can see is grumpy or like grumpy Smurf. So I do feel like this man was quite grumpy as well, but he would he would try to cheer you up. He's something he would try and cheer you up, but overall, he would be like us. It was um, like a love hate sort of relationship. Like how grumpy. I mean, look at Seven Dwarfs, how he was grumpy about everything, but when Snow White gave him a kiss on the cheek, he sort of lightened up a bit. So there was a sort of a lightness to this man as well. And he liked things done now. Like I feel like he was waiting for dinner, like he wants it now. Like he gets very like he doesn't have the patience to wait for a long time. Um, and I feel like this man would be like trying to juggle things. Like I see him as juggling, so perhaps he's the sort of person that would try and juggle and get things all done at once. Well, or just try and put them on his list to do things and probably wouldn't want to say no to. Okay. I feel like he could fix cars. Can you relate to this person?
What did you say?
Can you relate with this person? That's what I'm talking about.
It's kind of. I do.
Okay. I also feel like he knew how to fix cars or he could work on cars as well. Um, or he would try to fix it at least. I feel like he would try to fix it. And okay, so let me see if I can get who he is. I feel like this is going on your um, dad's side of the family. I feel like we're going with this man, and I feel like you might be a grandfather. He's wearing like I also see him wearing like a jumper, like a knitted jumper. He's wearing slacks.
Yeah.
He'll and then he's wearing like I feel like he's wearing slippers or comfortable shoes, but I feel like they could be slippers. And he's got the newspaper, so I feel like too he'd like to read the newspaper. He's got a newspaper under his arm, um, as well. Okay.
Huh.
He's also, yep, you can relate to that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I also see a little dog with him too, so I don't know whether this is his dog or this is your dog that's passed over, or someone has a little dog. But I see a little dog walking behind him too. Okay,
Hmm.
let's see. We can get a message here with him. He's saying he's saying that you're a very kind person. You're very wonderful, and it's like it's time to get back on the pedestal. It's like I see a pedestal and it's there ready for you to go on it, but you're off it. And he's like, it's time, especially coming into May, it's time for you to take a leap of faith and take a chance and to hop back onto the pedestal. And um, he's getting ready for something. Is there some like big event coming up, like a wedding coming up around you?
My granddaughter's birthday.
Okay, yep.
Her
And
first.
you're getting like a first birthday?
It's
Okay.
the first birthday.
Oh, okay. Great, congratulations. Happy birthday to
Thank
her.
you.
It's like he's showing me. Okay. So you are married?
No.
No, because he's showing me um I don't feel like this is the birthday I'm going to. I'm seeing like a wedding dress, like you're on, like, so if someone was fixing up a wedding dress, you'd be on that pedestal, you'd be on a little stool, and they would be fixing the wedding dress, like the hemming, or fixing it up, and that's what I'm actually seeing. So, um, I do feel like there could be like a wedding that's taking place next year, because he's showing me like like you'll be wearing like a big dress and you're fixing up. He does love the baby. The granddaughter, the turning one, he's there to celebrate that with her. He'll be there. He could be, I said, grumpy, but also has a softer side. And I feel like he will be there, and he's got like a party hat on, and he's going to be enjoying his time with at the party to see everybody there. Um, but he's very like, I feel like you'd want to. I don't know if you're having a barbecue. I don't feel like you are, but it's like he wants a barbecue for the food there for the celebration, because he's talking about having a barbecue too. And he's saying that don't feel down because things are going to change for you, and it's going to be a positive change. It's like you're saying like your mindset has to change. You said that also the baby that's turning one said that she's very smart, and she's very capable too. Like she's already being a bit pushy, or she's already like fighting you. Like she's already got a very strong personality. And it says as she gets to even towards like toddler, as she goes up older, her stubbornness is going to come out more. It's going to test your patience, but it's like just it's okay, because this is the qualities that's going to be good. It's going to come out to help her as she gets older too. Like you can't say no to this child, because she's going to have a strong personality as well. But he's just saying hello to you, and wants to just say hi to you. And he's just saying that you got some good things that are coming up. You're just feeling, but I do also have a sense of feeling down with you too. But I have a feeling there's something about May where things are changing for you. It's like a surprising May, as well. If there could be some sort of surprise that's coming up here, like it could be like some sort of gift too. Um, Also, he's mentioning you got a brother as well.
Yes.
Okay. Is your brother a bit messy? Bit of a messy person?
Kinda.
Okay, because he's mentioning with your brother, but he's just sort of saying that he needs to like, I don't know if your brother has like socks, maybe like smelly socks, or saying about his clothes, need to change his clothes. So I don't know if he doesn't change his clothes that much, or he needs to do more about changing his clothes. But he's referring to something about the clothes, or socks that needs to be changed, with him too as well. But no,
Maybe
he's very happy.
it's
Sorry.
maybe it's the girl he's with that needs to make change, get away from her.
It could be, yeah. It could be. The way he's looking to me, it's like something smells. Or this is smell. So it could be maybe it's her. Maybe the relationship is not going good. I feel like with your brother though, he has to be his way. So he has to. No matter what you say to him, it'll just make his more determined to do things. It has to be more. The idea would have to be implanted into his mind of what he should do, because otherwise he doesn't like being told what to do. So
Right.
that's what I feel. But I'll leave it there with you. I hope I've helped you today, and thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have our next caller, who's Jordan in Summerport, New Jersey. So hi, Jordan. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
I was just seeing if anyone comes through for me.
Okay, let me see. Oh goodness. Okay, so again, they're giving me cartoon characters. So I see people like cartoon characters, and all I can see is Snow White, and I just got this lady telling me that she was very fair, and I feel like she did have red lips. I do feel like that she also had rosy cheeks, and I feel like that she had dark hair, a bit princessy as well. But it's like I'm seeing Snow White before she got dressed up to go into the woods, before she's wearing her nicer clothes, where she's cleaning the castle. So I don't know if this lady didn't, whether or not she cleaned a lot as well, or if you can relate to Snow White at all with this lady. I do feel like when she was old when she passed, because I am now seeing her hands, which are quite old, older hands too. And I'm also seeing her in a rocking chair. So I don't know if she had a rocking chair or not.
Mhm.
But I don't feel like she liked hot days. I don't feel like she liked the hot weather or the hot days. She didn't like that. It was a bit too much for her. She liked more the like cool breeze or cool weather on her too. But I feel like she was a very sweet lady as well. And I feel like um, she's also got, I feel like there could be a birthday coming up around you, or that she liked cakes. I see a little cupcake with a candle in it. Um, or if it's her birthday at all, because I feel like she's getting excited about a birthday and to see a little cupcake with a candle in it. Is there a birthday coming up around June?
Um, mine is, and
Oh,
my
okay, happy birthday.
sister's.
Oh, okay, happy birthday. So acknowledging that. Um, okay, okay. I feel like she's on your mum's side of the family, this lady, and I do feel like so she'll be your mum's mum. So it's mum's mum, perhaps, so your grandmother on your or nan on your mum's side, of the family, and I feel like she'd question a lot. Like I feel
Yes,
like I'm asking like
yeah.
why? Like was that sorry?
Um, the description fit more of my dad's mom, but
Oh,
it could be either.
okay. Your dad's mum, did she really like your mum though? Like she loved your mum? Like they were
Mm,
close?
no, no.
Okay.
They didn't see eye to eye,
Okay.
so
Okay. That's okay.
it's
Sometimes
probably
I'm
not
placing
her
them
then.
wrong, or sometimes they can come in two at a time. Um, but she's telling me she was very sweet. She was like, I was very sweet though. So it's
Yes,
like she'd only
yes.
yeah. Okay. And she'd only cause problems if she didn't see eye to eye. She's saying if it wasn't her way, it's when she'll cause problems. She did like things to be her way. If it was a
Yes.
spanner in the works, she's saying that's when I would cause problems, um, as well. But now that she's passed, there is a softness to your mum. But I also feel like I've got your mum's mum here too. Um, your mum's mum is someone that would also be a fighter. Like she would stand up for people, or she would like tell her opinions as well. Your mum's mother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, because I've got her coming in too now because they're in there together, and like she's not a bully. She just stands up for what she believes in. This lady, she's like, I'm not a bully. I'm just going to tell you what I think, and that's it. She's saying,
Exactly.
um, and she's just they're very proud of the both of them are very very proud of you. It's like they're fighting over you. So I don't know if you're both their favorites or there's a bit of competition with the two grandmothers over you because they're both fighting over you, and they both want to celebrate your birthday with you as well, um, because they all so your birthdays are close together, or you share birthdays?
No, no.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. Because I'm talking about like talking about birthdays, any excited birthday. But I thought maybe something was shared, or might have been close together, with them, or yeah, people in the family.
Uh,
Always.
my grandpa and my grandma, his wife who passed, my grandma on my mom's side, their birthdays were pretty close.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they seem that they share the birthdays. So it's like we share the birthdays. Oh, okay. Um, okay. So your grandfather, he's not passed over yet. He's still here.
He's here, yes.
Yeah, because they're just saying that they miss him. Like they're like he's not here with us. Like they're saying he's not here, but we miss him, or she misses him a lot. Um, like they, I feel like their relationship would be very tricky. Like there's love there, but as well as that, they would also talk their opinions to each other too. Especially if they
Mhm.
didn't see eye to eye, because I can see them arguing over something, or there's a push and shove between them. But they're very happy. They're very happy to be around you. They're just celebrating you as well. Okay. Um, okay. Are you looking at going to Disneyland next year for a holiday? Because they're talking about Disneyland next year, 2024, going to Disneyland. It even could be in April next year.
No, we don't have that planned.
Okay. There's something about Disneyland next year. I am seeing a plane travel for you, so I do see it's going to be plane travel. Um, I don't know how far that is there to where you are in America, but they're saying I feel like it's Disneyland, but I am seeing plane travel for you. They give me April, but I also feel like there could be a thing around 2024 and even in June where there is plane travel, but it's domestic. I don't feel like I'm going international. I'm staying within America during some holidays. There even could be a June, could even be for work. You might have to travel for work, something to do with work in June next year too. I also could see there also could be a road trip, or I can see like a long road that you're having to go on to, which could be more about Las Vegas. I see like desert, like a long trip, but like desert. So it could even be like um, Las Vegas. I don't know, some sort of car trip too that I do see for you as well. A lot of traveling. It's time to like start sightseeing, or it's time to start traveling. And I am seeing like also like the canyons too. So I don't know if you're going to go there as well. I'm just seeing a lot of places that I feel like these people, maybe your grandparents went there too for like holidays. Maybe they would go on road trips. 'Cause I'm just seeing a lot of different scenery and a lot of different trips as well.
Yes, we did.
Um, but no, they're very very happy for you. But I'll leave that there, and I hope that I've helped you today.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. So for everybody, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. We are got this retrograde coming up here. Just take it easy, and just things are probably going to not go according to plan. Things are probably going to go a bit haywire, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all part of life, and it's all a learning curve. And it just teaches us to. It's good that keep on our toes. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you want to contact me, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Facebook page is Lady D Psychic Parties as well. My Instagram is Lady DS Psychic. The same with my TikTok, and my YouTube is Danielle Psychic. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you the same time, same place next week. And I hope everyone in Australia has a good Anzac Day on Tuesday. So bye for now.